So I hope you or the YouTube won't mind some boobies, because it's really hard to leave them out of the story. So please don't report me or something. But I just couldn't make it any other way. So I decided to have a sternum tattoo done, which is the area below the boobies. And regarding the design, I wanted a simple ornamental petal design with purple crystal in the middle. It was done at the Body Gallery studio in Bratislava by a really kind artist, Alexis, which made the whole experience much more bearable, so to say. And here you can see two of the designs that I had to choose from. Alexis was kind enough to print them out for me, so it's easier to see and to make a decision. And this is a particularly difficult part to tattoo on, also I heard, because it's time consuming to place it perfectly. Sometimes it needs to be rescaled, readjusted. Not everyone is perfectly symmetrical, so it took us quite some time to get it right. After the stencil was on, the process has started. And I have to say, this was hands down the most painful tattoo I've ever had, and I have, well, some of them. Alexis knew about that, and she kept saying, "I'm sorry," and "please don't hate me," which kind of lifted my mood in the circumstances. 5 hours later, I was done. I was sick and tired of everything and everyone, and the area was so sore that it got me pretty much limping home. But this is what comes as a result in the package, and the result is really nice, I have to say. Of course, there is the aftercare product. As always, I use the Hustler butter. It smells amazing. It helps a lot, I think. It keeps you moisturized. The morning after, you can expect a whole new level of mess on your upper body. It is advised to sleep on your back, and while I'm not a huge fan of it, well, I still did that. It was a rough night, but yeah, there's still this mess in the morning. After a shower, I got most of the mess out, but there were still some stains and particles, so always check carefully under the boobs, because this is the perfect place for any leftovers and any ink and any disgusting stuff to hide. It is also recommended not to wear the bra for quite some time, around 2 weeks, I think. But eventually I got so used to it that, I don't know, I kind of stopped wearing a bra. Now, towards the evening, you get all shades of new mess around there, but the shower takes it off just fine. Try not to touch it, especially not with dirty fingers. So, like, basically, don't do to the tattoo anything that you wouldn't do to a fresh wound. So we are at the day 3. The soreness is still present, and the tattoo starts getting a little weird on the surface. It's getting ready to scab, and it started itching a little bit, like stinging, itching, something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. Day 4. Now this is the most fun and presentable part from the whole video, because you're scabbing like crazy, you're itching like hell, but you're not allowed to peel or scratch. In my case, the itch was actually not that bad at all. I just regularly kept applying the Hustler butter, and it was perfectly fine. I mean, ish, as long as it was moisturized. Allegedly, you can also gently slap the healing area in order to make it not itchy anymore. But I don't know. That would be quite a sight for sore eyes if someone saw me doing that in public, I think. Like casually slapping my underboob area. Well, because why not? So I will let you have your OCD triggered with the rest of the footage. Enjoy! I was quite surprised by how much of the tattoo actually was peeled off by the evening without me even touching it. It was hard, but I didn't touch it, I swear. On day 5, a rather large deal of the tattoo peeled off during the night. And also the soreness was completely gone. There were quite some areas where these wounds, so to say, were still sticking, and it was really difficult not to, well, help yourself a little bit, you know. On day 6, the majority has already peeled off. Some tiny parts were still stuck to the skin, and it was still itchy, quite a bit. With moisturizing, however, it was a lot better, as I said. This Hustler butter does miracles, I think. It is day 7 and only dryness remained. It doesn't itch anymore. It's not sore anymore. And that's pretty much it. There were so many changes. You can see how it looks on the day 8, so it looks perfectly fine. No major changes afterwards. It looks nice and fresh, but still even on the surface. And if you want to know how it looks like 7 months, here we go. And here it is. I had it touched up a little bit after a few weeks, and now you can see it looks quite a bit more pale than it was originally. So as you might have guessed, having it done in 2020 didn't really allow me many chances to show it off, but well, the time will come for that as well, I guess. So thank you very much for expressing interest, for looking at the video, and for getting tattoos with a verified tattoo artist in a clean and hygienic environment. Keep in touch, and I promise I'll bring you more content very, very soon.